So, like, hey, you guys. So this is gonna be, I don't know, an hour or so early Valentine's Day video since I'm gonna have a baby niece, also known as this little fart, in early February, maybe late February. So why not just get that over my chest? And I'm probably gonna show you guys like clips or something too, just like get you guys a little idea of like who some of these people are, if you guys are like not up to date. Or like, God, and I'm gonna probably be blushing my head off, but so my first one, his name is Kiefer Sutherland. If you guys watch my channel on a daily basis or whatever, I usually talk about it a lot. He's one of my favorite Canadian actors. And this time around, I'm gonna like do like sometimes 3 or 4 movies for like each person that like I love them, and even though they're probably like some people hate these movies or whatever, but and there's like 31 celebrities. So why not just do it like in a huge live video instead of me doing like counting down them, since like they're all pretty much like the best to me, like people that I've seen like on TV or movies, and some of these people are actually like dead, but it's like you watch them like in like AMC, like a movie channel like that, or whatever, TMC, TCM, Turner Classic Movies or whatever, and they could be on there too, like some of these older guys. So watch this. My number one is Kiefer Sutherland, though I usually do talk about him on here. And some of my favorite things are 24, which I'm sure is like everybody's favorite TV show of his, besides this one that I'm starting to love called Designated Survivor. That's on Netflix, though, the Designated Survivor one. But Kiefer's role as Jack Bauer is so great. Everybody wants him to come back. Like, Designated Survivor got a third chance just because it, I think, was doing poor ratings on TV, and then Netflix decided to pick it up. So season 1 and 2 are on there, and season 3 of Designated Survivor is going to be coming back, maybe in like September. And everybody wants Jack Bauer to come back, or even like TV show format, movie even, I guess. Like there was a 10 episode, I think 10 or 12 episode thingy for a 2014 revival of 24. Then you got, so I don't know if these two films or my number 4 made me love Kiefer, but I used to be a huge fan of westerns. Like I got Clint Eastwood on my list somewhere. But, and these are gonna be like multiple reasons as well. Like not just because of the actors, whatever. But so I'm a huge kind of fan of westerns, even though I'm like quite young. I'm like 25. For those I guess I don't know. But we have Young Guns. It's like probably my first introduction to Kiefer, unless, like I said, he has a father that kind of looks a little bit like him, named Donald Sutherland. You know, President Snow in the Hunger Games and a bunch of other stuff. And hi, how are you? But it like has an all-star cast. Really great chemistry, even though it's like not 100% accurate. If you guys have seen them, the sequel, Young Guns to Blaze of Glory, you got this film that I am pretty great. I recently just suffered a breakup. Like my boyfriend and me decided to go our separate ways. So I'm gonna do a celebrity crush Valentine's Day video. But I'm doing great. I just uploaded a Star Wars video to my Talking Star Wars YouTube channel, and now I'm doing this one for like an hour maybe. I got water and everything to keep me occupied. And then you got this Jeff Bridges movie from like 1993 called The Vanishing. Some people hate it. It's probably, I used to have a crush on like Jeff Bridges probably before Kiefer Sutherland. So I don't know, was it Young Guns or uh, or The Vanishing, or maybe Donald that introduced me to Kiefer. My number 2 actor is Ewan McGregor. Yo, hi, Sharky, Marky, how are you? Hey, Knight, I'm also going to be an aunt who's going to come out later next month. So why not do a YouTube video right now? So my number 2 is Ewan McGregor, Star Wars series. He's the better version of the prequels, I think. Especially, like, yeah. Especially, like, if you were to think, if you guys were, like, kids, like, or whatever. Nothing much, you, Sharky. But, yeah, like, if you guys were, like, kids in the 1970s and you guys want to know, like, backstories about your Star Wars characters, then, like, about 20 years after the A New Hope would be the prequels, starring Ewan McGregor as ObiWan Kenobi, and, you know, Natalie Portman from, like, the Fox Deluxe and stuff. Continuing the stories together in a way, introducing characters that you've already seen before. Oh yeah, I'm sure he will. Maybe. I'm just gonna like do a Celebrity Crush YouTube video because I'm gonna be an aunt in next month, and nobody like knows when she is gonna come join the family. So why not just like do this Valentine's video right now? Maybe like an hour or so. I got 31 guys I'm gonna talk about. Number 2 is Moulin Rouge, and I actually love a great musical. Baz Luhrmann did a fantastic job, especially like that. Yep, especially that love melody that he did with Nicole Kidman and a few other people. And I actually think some of the people that love Bohemian Rhapsody like love great biopic once in a while. So I kind of think maybe as well Ewan could be David Bowie, like he did Part of Heroes by David Bowie, which was probably like a 1970s or 60s song by Bowie in it as well. I'm sure a few other people agree. And I'm a huge horror fan, so like Stephen King, kind of. So I have to include Doctor Sleep, which I think is a sequel to The Shining, which was like a 1980s film with like Jack Nicholson in it. I'm sure you guys know what The Shining is if you guys are like huge horror fans or huge book readers. I'm gonna mention Stephen King in a while. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm seeing. Do you know what Pet Cemetery is, King? Hey Knight, do you know what Pet Cemetery is? By any chance? I'm seeing the remake for my birthday, like in April. Maybe even like early May. And I'm definitely excited for It Part 2. My phone just like vibrated. I'm curious. But yeah, I'm gonna mention like It Part 2 in a little bit. Like, look at my lists, you guys. Like, there's 5 or so pages, and I'm still on page number 1. Okay. I loved it. I'm fancasted. A few people. I think I included one of the guys on the list, and he actually got casted in the role that I am casted for. My next one's this American rocker named Michael Gurley. I have no clue why. I'm just like addicted to his band music from this band, I believe in the U.S., California probably, called Dada. which was like a techno rock type thingy, like not like what like you heard like in the 1970s or whatever. He's also number one Kiefer Sutherland's guitarist. Like I have Kiefer's album on like Deezer and Spotify. And then number four is The Don. And I mean Donald Sutherland. I used to watch this TV series called MASH from like the 1970s, usually like after school. And there was a movie beforehand with a few people that are like super famous right now. A few that actually were in the TV show. Like the guy that played Radar was that little quirky guy, Gary Burghoff, I believe. But yeah. Like you have Tom Skerritt, who I think was in Pumpkinhead, or isn't that the guy from Dirty Harry, like the first Dirty Harry, the one that played Scorpion, or whatever. And Robert Duvall, Open Range, and like The Godfather, and yeah. This guy named Elliot Gould. I forget what he was in, but I think he sounds familiar. There's also this really great horror film that has a shocking ending called Don't Look Now, which I think is based off a short story. Nicholas Roeg did that, who did, I think it was the first version of the film I'm going to talk about next, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which also had Robert Duvall for the remake that they did with Donald Sutherland in it. And it, apparently, according to like a few sources and stuff, it's the remake version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers is probably one of the greatest like remakes of them all, especially like it was the 1970s. So yeah. And they probably had like some of the other greatest cast members. Like I said, Donald Sutherland, Jeff Goldblum, probably I don't know when The Fly was. 1980s, because the remake was in like 1978. Plus like Silverado, one of my favorites, Jurassic Park, obviously. Give me some. Woo! I did my first list. Okay, my number 5 guy is Mads Mikkelsen. Oh yeah, probably. I'll look that up later or something, and I'll like put that in like the comments or whatever. But number 5 is Mads Mikkelsen. I really love this film called The Hunt. I talk about it a lot in like one, I think a Cannes Film Festival award in the 2010s. He also did a great part in Rogue One: A Star Story as Galen Erso. I kind of think he's gonna be back. Like, they are doing a casting indoor. Night, have you seen Rogue One yet, or have you seen it already? I forget. But have you seen Rogue One? Rogue One: A Star Story. The 2006 Star Wars. 2006. The 2016 Star Wars movie, Rogue One. Here for the fun of it? No. Ooh, never mind. Rogue One. Rogue One. Rogue One. Oh yeah. Have you seen it though yet?